In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Ta, Sin, Mim. These are revelations of the Scripture that maketh plain. We narrate unto thee somewhat of the story of Moses and Pharaoh with truth, for folk who believe. Lo, Pharaoh exalted himself in the earth, and made its people castes. A tribe among them he oppressed, killing their sons and sparing their women. Lo, he was of those who work corruption. And we desired to show favor unto those who were oppressed in the earth, and to make them examples, and to make them the inheritors, and to establish them in the earth, and to show Pharaoh and Haman and their hosts that which they feared from them. And we inspired the mother of Moses, saying, Suckle him, and when thou fearest for him, then cast him into the river, and fear not, nor grieve. Lo, we shall bring him back unto thee, and shall make him one of our messengers. And the family of Pharaoh took him up, that he might become for them an enemy and a sorrow. Lo, Pharaoh and Haman and their hosts were ever sinning. And the wife of Pharaoh said, He will be a consolation for me and for thee. Kill him not. Peradventure he may be of use to us, or we may choose him for a son. And they perceived not. And the heart of the mother of Moses became void, and she would have betrayed him if we had not fortified her heart, that she might be of the believers. And she said unto his sister, Trace him. So she observed him from afar, and they perceived not. And we had before forbidden foster mothers for him. So she said, Shall I show you a household who will rear him for you, and take care of him? So we restored him to his mother, that she might be comforted and not grieve, and that she might know that the promise of Allah is true, but most of them know not. And when he reached his full strength and was ripe, we gave him wisdom and knowledge. Thus do we reward the good. And he entered the city at a time of carelessness of its folk, and he found therein 2 men fighting, one of his own caste, and the other of his enemies. And he who was of his caste asked him for help against him who was of his enemies. So Moses struck him with his fist and killed him. He said, This is of the devil's doing. Lo, he is an enemy, a mere misleader. He said, My Lord, lo, I have wronged my soul, so forgive me. Then he forgave him. Lo, he is the forgiving, the merciful. He said, My Lord, forasmuch as thou hast favored me, I will never more be a supporter of the guilty. And mourning found him in the city, fearing, vigilant, when, behold, he who had appealed to him the day before cried out to him for help. Moses said unto him, Lo, thou art indeed a mere hothead. And when he would have fallen upon the man who was an enemy unto them both, he said, O Moses, wouldst thou kill me as thou didst kill a person yesterday? Thou wouldst be nothing but a tyrant in the land. Thou wouldst not be of the reformers. And a man came from the uttermost part of the city running. He said, O Moses, lo, the chiefs take counsels against thee to slay thee. Therefore escape. Lo, I am one of those who give thee good advice. So he escaped from thence, fearing, vigilant. He said, My Lord, deliver me from the wrongdoing folk. And when he turned his face toward Midian, he said, Peradventure my Lord will guide me on the right road. And when he came unto the water of Midian, he found there a whole tribe of men watering. And he found apart from them 2 women, keeping back their flocks. He said, What aileth you? The 2 said, We cannot give our flocks to drink till the shepherds return from the water, and our father is a very old man. So he watered their flock for them. Then he turned aside into the shade and said, My Lord, I am needy of whatever good thou sendest down for me. Then there came unto him one of the 2 women, walking shyly. She said, Lo, my father biddeth thee, that he may reward thee with a payment, for that thou didst water the flock for us. Then when he came unto him and told him the whole story, he said, Fear not. Thou hast escaped from the wrongdoing folk. One of the 2 women said, O my father, hire him. For the best man that thou canst hire is the strong, the trustworthy. He said, Lo, I fain would marry thee to one of these 2 daughters of mine, on condition that thou hirest thyself to me for the term of 8 pilgrimages. Then, if thou completest 10, it will be of thine own accord, for I would not make it hard for thee. Allah willing, thou wilt find me of the righteous.